Hey y'all, welcome to your reading. This is Dosha with DoshaDreamsTarot, and this is a reading for the sign of Taurus. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, wherever you have Taurus in your chart. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with all y'all out there. So just take what does, leave the rest for somebody else. You would be amazed how there can be messages sprinkled through a reading that resonate with you, and then there's messages sprinkled through that don't, you know? So this is kind of the way that Spirit works through us for collective readings and general readings like this, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a mixed bag, and can, you know, I feel like tries to reach like a wide variety of people, you know what I'm saying? So cross watchers, you are welcome here, but keep in mind this is Taurus's reading, so you come second. I spare your feelings last. Okay, I'm serious, because if I'm exposing you for bad behavior or sneaky, deceptive, whatever, I have to tell Taurus what I'm seeing, and I really don't care if it hurts your feelings or not, because this is Taurus's special time where I care about their feelings more. Okay, so sorry, but I'm there to be supportive, and I talk to him like I would a friend. So, you know, we're not gonna sugarcoat stuff to spare the cross watchers. Okay, you enter at your own risk. All right, so anyway, also want to say, y'all, keep in mind that gender is fluid, so don't get hung up on gender. I do try and use gender neutral language as much as possible in order to make my readings more accessible, more inclusive, and you know, if a strong energy comes through that's really obvious, or Spirit is really wanting me to talk about it, and there are specific genders involved, then I will talk about that as well, because, you know, it's a part of the spectrum and needs to be addressed if it's brought up. But if everything resonates but a gender that I, you know, happen to channel, then, you know, don't stress, y'all. It really is fluid, and put yourself where you fit. So anyway, that's my big intro, guys. I gotta put these disclaimers because you'd be amazed. So I need to drop these disclaimers. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been interacting with my videos. Y'all are amazing, and I love hearing from you, and I love, you know, just knowing that my messages got to who they were meant for, okay? So if you do end up liking my content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe before you leave. I really appreciate it, guys. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit, for your divine messages and guidance. We're deeply grateful. We know we couldn't do this without you. Ooh. Should I take them? Yeah, okay. Could you please help guide Taurus for their highest good, Spirit? And please bless us and protect us as we move forward into this reading. Okay, Spirit saying that's plenty to work with for now. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a water sign. You don't have to be, okay? Okay, Taurus. Just give me 1 second, guys. This is going to be a reading for sure. So, couple of things, guys. Couple of things. First off, the Fool card. So when the Fool card comes out, you can rest assured, okay, that you are about to begin something new, or you're considering it. And what this new thing is totally up to interpretation, right? So the Fool card is a great card to be seeing, okay, right? It's the beginning, it's the Fool's journey, right? This is the beginning of the deck, and so to speak, because it kind of does, it starts with the Fool and it ends with the World, I believe. I rarely think about the tarot like that, but in this case, it's coming through. So, you know that sometimes, like, there's that whole adage about being a babe in the woods, right? So it's like, meaning that, like, you're new and vulnerable and going out into something here. You're embarking on some sort of journey. Now, the reason why I'm kind of have the tone that I have is because it's because of the other cards on the table, and I'm trying to figure out what to make of them. Because here's the deal, Taurus. You really don't want to be making decisions based off of pain. You know, like you want to make decisions based off of all elements together. Does that make sense? Or that you consider it logically, you consider how it makes you feel. You know what I mean? And try and be a clean slate when you run that test, right? You know, how does this make me feel? You know, does it align with my life path and my higher purpose, right? And then, you know, what that's mind, body, soul. Yeah. Is it healthy for me, right? So we want to ask ourselves these questions before we embark on something new. And in this case, I just want to caution you, Taurus, that you may be making decisions based off of the past. And I know. I'm not here to berate you guys about that, like, whatsoever. I think we all struggle to a certain degree with that, right? That's why it takes effort and time in order to heal from that and move forward, right? So here's what I'm seeing, guys. We've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. And I guess these two go together. Spirit's saying you gotta show them both right now. So you've got the Five of Cups. So with the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups coming out side by side, the first thing that comes to mind is something that was very disappointing and painful, right? Obviously, some sort of betrayal or there's regret here. And I don't know if this is all coming from you, to be honest, Taurus. This might not all be coming from you. This could be coming from somebody else as well. I don't know why I just said that word like that. I'm still waking up. This is my coffee. God, guys. So basically, y'all, I'm just so tired of I really want to be a good guide for you right now. So I can't let my exhaustion, my emotional exhaustion get in the way of giving you this message here, because, and it's not because, this is not about me at all. Okay, guys, what I'm saying is that this type of thing is, I think it's probably in the top 5 of things that people struggle with. And how do I explain this, guys? So next you've got the Tower in reverse. This is all going to come together, I'm sure. The Tower in reverse talks about either delaying major changes, like a delay in changes here, or it can talk about a resistance to change. It can also talk about avoiding disaster. Okay, so we'll see how it fits in. But it really is feeling like avoiding change in a way. But sometimes it really is about avoiding disaster. So let's see. You've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here. Now, the first thing that jumped out to me in this card was that the light bulb here. Because it's almost like Eight of Pentacles is like working, like you see how they have an anvil and a hammer, and so it's like working on something that you are excited about, working on, you know, a project, putting the energy into it, right? And the light bulb for me in this card, which is really cool, they don't have that in other decks, but it's kind of like, you know, good ideas, right? So this is coming out in the reverse. It really does feel like, here's what I'm seeing, guys. Here's what I'm seeing. Something from the past, something ended and then resurfaced again because of this pain, right? And it could have been, this is what I'm getting, is that somebody's conscience like wouldn't let them forget about you. That's what just came through. Because there was some type of betrayal, some type of backstabbing, some type of pain here. And it's like this person wanted to come back and remedy it. Yeah, wow, okay, the message is getting pretty clear here. Okay, so this thing that ended was brought back around because mostly driven by regret and pain, okay? You know, and I feel like from your end, this could have been the disappointment of it all, is what kept you bound to it. And then the regret and remorse of the person who did you wrong, that's just what I'm getting, guys. Place yourself where you fit, right? If you did something wrong and you feel regretful, then that's your side of the equation. You know what I mean? And which you should admit that to yourself if that's the truth. Like, there's no shame in saying I fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, just be honest with yourself. So, but because the decision, I feel like like I said, you know, this is in reverse. So either delaying the end of something or bringing something back from that had been put to rest already. So it's almost like this thing came back. You looked it in the eye, right? This eye, like in the card. I don't know why. That's right as I said it. I'm looking at this eyeball. So you looked it in the eye, and then you were like, you know what? I think I'm going to avoid disaster here. That's what I'm getting. I think I'm going to avoid that. And I'm not going to work on this. This thing can't work, is what I just heard. This thing isn't going to work. You could have water in your chart with this queen. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. You got the Queen of Cups here, and right underneath it is the King of Wands. Crazy. Sorry, I'm looking at the other cards, too. I thought it was a different card, and I almost freaked out. It's fine, guys. False alarm. I thought it was a Six of Wands in reverse, which would mean, like, lack of success, whatever. But it's the Nine of Wands in reverse, so I think that means that you guys are healing from this. But look, you could have water in your chart, strong water in your chart, and fire in your chart also, okay? Or this could be referring to the person that you've been dealing with. Take it as it resonates, right? They could have strong fire in their chart, okay? But I'm just getting that the two of you guys, like, probably had to put down your guard and be vulnerable with each other. You know what I mean? And it's like, you realize, like, this is not aligned. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I said, it's like you ask yourself all these questions, right? You're like, you know what I mean? What is my heart telling me? What is my head telling me? What is my gut telling me? Is this practical? Can this work? Is it aligned with my higher purpose, right? Is this my wish? Is this the truth, right? And I feel like the ultimate conclusion was, like, with the Five of Pentacles, like, no. I think you had to say no to this thing, and I think you may have left somebody else out in the cold. Or it might have been mutual, you know what I mean? You abandoned the situation. Yeah, you abandoned the situation, I'm getting here. So, I mean, this is where you're at now, Taurus. This is where you're at, you know? You're moving forward. You're moving forward here. What would you like me to do, Spirit? Sorry, I'm just getting a lot of messages. Okay, so we need to pull this one. So I'm going to pull some love oracle cards for you guys. This is looking like it's going to be a shorter reading here, just judging on by my intuition here. But I'm glad. I'm really glad, because I'm glad to see the way that this you know, turned kind of halfway through the reading. It made a lot more sense to me that, like, really, I feel like you're actually avoiding disaster and more heartbreak and more future, you know, pain by saying no to this situation and no longer putting an effort into it. You know what I mean? And that's good, because anything that caused you this much pain with, like, Five of Cups, Ten of Swords energy, it's like, you know, someone could have been as nice as pie and still made you feel like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's possible, but, like, I'm just saying, like, more often than not, that's not the case. And so I'm just saying it probably wasn't good, because I'm feeling from one side is a lot of regret, and their conscience, like I said, it's like they're like, oh, they can't stop thinking about how they fucked you over. You know what I mean? And so that's made them want to, like, reconnect with you. Seriously, it was driven by that. Partially was regret and feeling, like, bad about it, right? Remorse. And for the other person, it was just, like, hardcore disappointment, like a lot of disappointment and pain. You know what I mean? So that doesn't sound like a scenario that you'd want to necessarily repeat. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one says, beware of what you are projecting. For the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Okay, so take that as you will here. Maybe it's talking about learning. I'm not taking that one. Sorry, Spirit. I'm not encouraging people to get with each other if this is like the energy. I'm sorry. That's just not resonating. I know that's fucked up, guys, but I'm serious. I was just like, nope, that is not the card for this situation. Absolutely not. I will gatekeep. I usually won't, though. I'm just kidding. It's whatever needs to come out. Only time will tell. Okay, so this is a situation where that if you move on from it, wow. Okay, see, this one is definitely helpful here. Let me pull this one, guys. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. See, guys, like this only time will tell card is really like coming through as you're going to understand better in the future why this thing didn't work out, or you're going to understand better what happened, or why it was so significant to you, or whatever it is. Like, I feel like that's going to become fairly clear to you in the future, you know? So allow time to pass, and you will understand this thing better here, especially with this projecting and reflecting card. I think this is really talking about how this was really actually a lot of lessons, you know, really wound up in this thing. And you know, I feel like this is giving like pretty strong twin flame vibes too, with this like projecting, reflecting thing, because we do that a lot when we meet like our, you know, someone who we mirror, you know, right? Like we mirror each other, where then we are showing each other our you know, inner selves and the dichotomy of it all, and it can be very intense. And I just want to say that, you know, those experiences are really valuable and sometimes hard to understand until we come out of them. And even then, you know, a lot of times people don't, you know, get it. But here's the deal, is that if you're actually able to understand, which you will within time, you will understand, then you're going to be able to let go of it and move forward and realize like, oh, you know, like I don't need to keep banging my head against that wall, right? So that's what I've got for you guys. I really hope you appreciated this reading and it was helpful in some way. I apologize for like my low like energy levels. It's just because I'm waking up. It's early in the morning, but I love you guys so much. I had to jump on here and make sure you guys got your reading first thing today. So I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Please do interact with my videos. I love it when you guys drop me comments. I read all my comments, and it means a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys. So please keep doing that. If you need a dream interpretation, that info is in the description box below, as well as my donation links if you ever want to drop me a donation. I really appreciate you guys who have. It friggin' blows my mind, but I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again next time. All right, bye-bye.